Okay, full disclosure, today's card went on a bit of a journey, but we got there in the end. Hey crafty people, it's Tasha for Time for Tea Designs, and today I'm going to be making a slider card with some of the newest release. So I'll show you the products that I'm going to be using to make today's card, and then we'll go through what happened. So I've got the new, I really should check the names before I come on here. The new, I think it's Driving By and Paper Plane Pals sets. I'm just going to be using a couple of the clouds from the Paper Planes set. Then I've got this that is, I think, the Slimline Scene. Oh my goodness me. I'll flash them up on the screen so that you will see them. I just don't remember. And then this Slimline Scene Builder die set. I'm going to be using 2 of the Hilly dies and the Awesome Road die. So I'm just showing you here, I've got lots of the images that I've already coloured and die cut and got together. So I've got the little cow in his car, I've got a tree that I don't use, some of the background, and then these are the pieces for the actual slider, but then that one went in the bin. So I salvaged all of the pieces that I'd coloured and the road and everything, and then I cut out the other bits that I needed for the slider out of black card this time. So I've still got my little cow in his car, I've got the some clouds, the little sign, the trees, then this, I stamped it and I coloured it, and I was really happy with how it came out. And then I die cut it and I only put tape on one side and the other side shifted, and when it came out I could have cried. So I kept it in the hopes that maybe I could salvage something from it, but I didn't end up using that anyway. So yeah, just right, so this is the second card that I'm making here. Oh my goodness me. So I've got some of that scrap Nina £80, and I'm just ink blending it with some Catherine Pooler inks, and then I'm going to die cut that out to make like a hilly type scene for my little cow to be driving along past. So yeah, I'm going to take this, but I end up actually moving that anyway, so I don't know why that's there. I'm just checking how high I want it to be, and where I want my road to go, and that cutout from the road, that is from the little cutout that you get with the pull along die, so that you can grab hold of it and pull it. So now I've got a panel, and I'm just ink blending the sky. Then I'm going to cut out that lighter hilly scene, and then I did actually ink blend some darker part as well, that I'm going to use just to layer behind the front one. Just made it darker because it's further away. Just add a little bit of dimension to the card. So what you need to do when you are making these cards, you need to check everything. So I'm really careful and I double check everything, every step that I take, to make sure that it's right. The one that I did before, I just really didn't like it. I was really disappointed. So yeah, I sort of deconstructed it. And then when I looked at the footage, it isn't even that bad. I was just having a really bad evening. It was like I was not liking it, so I did those houses, then I cut those and they were wonky, and then I thought, right, no, just give up for now and come back tomorrow. So that's what I did. So here I'm just deciding where I want my pulley bit to be, and then you get 3 different lengths of these really thin pieces, and these are to make the track that your item is going to slide across. So I'm just checking again that it's all in the right place for my road. So I die cut those from that first piece of grassy scene thing. Okay, now we're going to put together the slider. So this piece that has the sort of rounded edges and it embosses some lines, debosses some lines into it as well. Those are score lines for you to fold over. So the ones closest to the middle you want to fold one way, and then the ones closest to the outside you fold both of those the opposite way. So I don't know, maybe that makes it sound harder than it is, but basically, so yeah, you want to get to that point where they fold over and then the other bits fold back the other way, and it's going to sit around this piece that is the long, thickest piece that you do, and then those two bits just go up through the track and open back out, and then you just stick on whatever you're going to be sliding onto that. It's really, really simple and easy to put together. Once you've done it a couple of times, then it just becomes second nature. But it really isn't as complicated as you may think. So just to keep those in place, because they aren't fastened together, I've just added some double-sided tape across them just to hold them so that I know that it's not going to go anywhere, but obviously you don't want to glue those onto your background. So next up you get this thin strip, and you want to put that towards the other end, just at where your little thumb holder goes, just behind that so that it's not showing. You want to stick it down to the background and then fold it over, so that it sort of goes around your pulley bit, so that it's only attached to itself and the background, but not attached to the actual bit that pulls out at all, because that would stop it from moving, and we don't want that. So this is just to keep it straight, just helps to keep the bits where they should go. Now I'm going to apply a little bit of glue just to hold the bit that we sort of zigzagged folded. I'm going to glue that onto the actual big thick piece that tracks, because we do want that to stay on that, but we don't want to glue that to the background. Again, I'm really hoping that this makes sense. Oh my goodness. So yeah, just checking again that my road is going to sit nicely. Checking where my little moo cow in his car is going to go. This is a card for my nephew for his birthday, and like two of his favourite things in the world are cars and cows. So this was meant to be. But I made him an interactive card last year, and I think it lasted about 5 or 10 minutes because he was so excited about it, and he accidentally broke it. So I'm hoping that this one lasts a little bit longer, H. So because I am making things harder for myself, because I'm including the road to cover that track, so I've added some foam tape onto the road so that will sit proud of the actual background, so that it's not going to stop any of the mechanisms from moving. But again, I'm just really careful where I put the foam. So I've doubled up all of the foam around, and just basically every time I go to put any foam down, I just keep moving it first, just to make sure that I'm not getting in the way at all. I doubled up the foam for the background piece. Now the cow is actually sat on a little piece of scrap card that I cut with some foam on, just to extend where the little bit that you stick the piece onto My goodness me. Yeah, I just added a little bit of extra card to that to make it a bit taller, and added a foam square on that, and then I've just attached my cow to that. So basically the runner is behind the road is popped up a bit from the grass, and then the cow is popped up a little bit higher than that so that he is moving along the road. So I stuck my trees background in. They were salvaged from my first card. And then I'm just going to add a couple of clouds, a sunshine, just to, round out the scene, make it look a bit more full. Then I've got my traffic lights here, and I'm going to pop those by the road. So I put some glue behind the stick part. Gosh, and some foam behind the top because it's higher than the sky background. And yeah, I'm just continually checking that it fits. I've added the little arrow piece on to the end of the pulley bit, which, that's fairly easy, self-explanatory. Then, because my nephew is going to be 5, I've cut a little 5 with a die from my stash, and I am just going to glue that onto the little stop sign thing, and attach that behind the cow, so he will see it when he pulls the cow forward. To finish off the design, I'm just adding a little bit of Nouveau crystal glaze, something like that. It's just like basically glossy accents but Nouveau. Just added that to the little traffic lights, to the windscreen and the lights on the car. Added a few highlights with some white jelly roll pen. And there is my card. It's finished. I hope it lasts at least as long as it took. Thank you for coming along on this crazy ride with me. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe if you aren't already. I hope that you have a lovely, happy, safe, wonderful week. Stay crafty. Bye.